Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today, I have my October recap, aka favorites. Is just things that I loved in October that I want to share with you guys. And if you've watched any of my other favorite or recap videos, I have 6 topics for you guys today. The first one is going to be luxury and luxury accessories. 2 is going to be beauty and body. 3 is going to be clothes and accessories. 4, tech and home. 5, entertainment. And 6 is going to be the favorite moment of this past October. If you hear Millie making noises, it's because she loves to do that. Whenever I'm recording, she either is playing with a toy or rubbing down on the ground, and that's what she's doing right now. If you hear a little gremlin, that's just her. But before we get started, my name is Rich. I love luxury. I love high bathing. So if that is up your alley, help your girl out by subscribing. Of course, ring the bell, and let's begin. First, we're going to start off with luxury and luxury accessories, and I have 2 things for you guys today. It depends on who you are, if you think this is luxury or not. But I'm going to show you the 2 things that I had picked. The first thing is going to be this little guy. This is my Coach crystal wallet that I had picked up. And I gotta tell you, I have been absolutely loving it. It is the same layout as my Chanel wallet, and I love it. It has 3 slots, and it's also has side slots as well on both sides, but the zipper is incredibly smooth, which I love. And then of course, you hear the little gremlin, she's going crazy. And of course, I love all of the crystals. I needed to get something with the crystals. I did not want a full-blown bag in it because it was just too much for me. So I'm so happy that I got a little touch of it in this zip card holder. That's what it's called, a zip card holder, I believe. And it was such a great price for $95, and I just have been loving it. And of course, what a good segue into my Kisslock bag in the large size. I just got out of it, but I can just throw everything in it. I kept the foam on the bottom. I don't know why I thought I needed it to keep the shape, because I put so much stuff in it and the shape just stays. This is not like 100% like it ticks all the boxes for me. Of course, there's still some things about this bag that drive me crazy, and I'll save that for another video. But I just love the Kisslock. And then I think we're going to start to see a lot of Kisslock styles in other brands, because I think because it's so popular with Coach that we're gonna see more of it. But I've been loving it in the black, and the leather is just so buttery smooth, so great. I love that it has the shoulder bag option. And today I actually saw the brown, and I gotta tell you guys, I also love the brown color. I really hope that it does come in the 16 size, because Chef's Kiss, I love it, and I don't want 2 of the same bags. I love it, but oh, this bag has been everything to me, especially holding it like this has been my favorite. I just, both ways, this way and the shoulder bag way, so good. I made the mistake in wearing this when I went to the Coach outlet, and I swear to you, every other employee who worked there, they said they never seen it in person, so they were gushing over this bag. And I know it's weird that I like to do videos on the internet and I don't like to get approached in person. I don't say I don't like it. It's just it takes time for me to get there, because I am a very social person. But I think when I am out and about doing my own thing, I'm not that social, which is very strange. But oh my god, I'm going on a tangent. I've been loving this Kisslock Coach bag. I definitely want more because it's so good. Now let's get into the second part, which is beauty and body. I have 4 things for you today. Let's get the littlest things out of the way. So the first thing I did get was this Anastasia Micro Stroke Brow Pen. I believe this is a newer product to the Anastasia brow line. Funny that they didn't make this sooner, because I feel like this is something that they would have made. But it's basically just one with a fine tip pen, so you can make your hair strokes on your eyebrows look more realistic. And then of course the other end has the, I don't even know what you call this, like a fluffer end. But I actually have been enjoying this, not quite a lot. I still like it, but when you first apply, for the first time when you first apply it, it's so good. But every time after that, you really have to play with the liquid. I have to dab it on a napkin to make sure I get that good flow before I start doing the individual hair strokes. If I didn't do it, it looks super sloppy, or sometimes it doesn't even come out. But I do like how this looks. So this is something that I would purchase again, that I did like. However, if you are not a fan of the liquid style, I still think the Brow Wiz with the tiny little pencil strokes is probably the best. But I did like this quite a bit, actually. And a lippy product, this is from the brand Rom&nd. I've talked about this before and how I really liked their mascara, so I wanted to try. This is called the 𝓭𝓸𝓷𝓽𝓪𝓬𝓵𝓪𝓬𝓪 Melting Balm. This formula I actually really like. I'm wearing it on my lips right now. Let me show it to you. But it's weird. It's like a lip balm consistency, but I feel like it also is like a jelly consistency too, and I think that's why I like it. And you guys know I love Korean and Japanese beauty on this channel, so I really like this one. I can't read the, I have to take a picture and zoom in because I can't read what this color is. Oh, actually, no, I'm just kidding. It's called Veiled Rose. So it comes in this packaging like this, and then I don't know what that QR code is, but also it has just like this creamy, glossy consistency in a lip balm form. Like, I can't explain to you other than how that is. This one is probably my favorite color in my complexion. I did buy another color, but I do think it's a little bit too pinky for me. That's something that I have to use with like a darker lip liner, but I just love the formula of this. I just think it's really great. I would say try it out. I found it at my local Miniso, so if you have a Miniso, that's where you can find the Rom&nd products, but highly recommend the 𝓭𝓸𝓷𝓽𝓪𝓬𝓵 Melting Balm. I am not too sure if I've ever talked about this in any other favorites video. I think maybe when I first got it, but I got into the habit of carrying this around. So this is 𝓭𝓬𝓷𝓽𝓪. It is a travel brush. I keep it with me, especially if I have bigger bags, but this is just a hairbrush, and it looks like so, where it's easy for you to hold it this way. And it's just, you know, the person who designed it for his wife. I believe she was going through cancer and she was losing her hair, and he wanted to give her something that was a little bit easier on her hair. And I actually have to say, I've been really enjoying this, keeping it in my bag. I feel like whenever I do brush my hair, sometimes it does make it frizzy, but with this I feel like it's fine. It doesn't really make my hair frizzy, and it doesn't pull at my hair, and it doesn't tug. So I really like it for traveling reasons, and I do bring it with me, like I said, whenever I have big bags. So if you're looking for a brush to carry, this is a good option from the brand 𝓭𝓬𝓷𝓽𝓪. And the last part for beauty and body, I gotta say, these Kirkland dry facial towels have taken over my TikTok, okay? So I actually used to do the Clean Skin Club, and I saw this at Costco, and you know I'm a Costco girly, and this brand is the Kirkland. These towels, it's made in Korea, and again, the house of all the best beauty is in Korea. I feel like you can buy 4 of these in a box for $19.99. That's how much you can buy here in Hawaii. Don't quote me if it's more or less where you live. But if you bought one box like this from the Clean Skin Club, it's anywhere from $13 to $20 per box. And I had done tests and they are exactly the same. But I want to say this edges it just a little bit because it does feel a little bit softer than the Clean Skin Club. So I would recommend this for the price. Getting 4 of these for the price of one is just crazy. let's get into clothes and accessories. I have two things for you guys today, and it is so hard to show it to you on camera, but I got these Levi's. It is a baggy dad barrel style. I got it in this gray color, but I do believe it comes in a medium wash and a lighter wash. I bought this on a blind buy. I didn't want to try it on. They had like a 40% off everything, friends and family, so I was just like, I'm too lazy to try them, but I'll try, and if it doesn't work out, I will return them. I love them. I actually want another pair. Like I said, it's hard to show you here on camera, so I'll show you some pictures that I do have wearing them, and I have to say I am so obsessed with these. I love barrel cut jeans or barrel cut anything. I actually been wearing them for quite some time now. The first time, I think, when my Hawaii Levi's had opened in Ala Moana, they had a Japanese barrel pant that I wore to the ground. I gave it a break because it had holes in it, so I was further stretching out the holes, so that's why I put it kind of on the side until I'm ready to wear it again. But I love barrel style jeans, so I would highly recommend these, and they're a good price. They're a little over $100, but you know, Levi's always has a sale, so I would say just wait for the sale to get these. And the last bit is I went outlet shopping about a week ago, and I don't go shopping at the outlets often because I've been to better outlets. We don't have much designer outlets, so really you can go to off Saks Fifth, and that's kind of it. And if you consider Coach luxury, then of course Coach. So they had the best sunglass collection. If you guys had seen my TikTok, I'll post it here while I talk. They had an amazing selection of glasses, but the one that I could not let go were these Loewe's. Oh my gosh, I've just been wearing them so much. Look at the side profile of these. It has the gold anagram, and then it also has the mirror with the black frame. The front has a mirror frame as well with gold here on the sides. And look at that. I just couldn't let it go. I just thought they were so cool. And, you know, I just had to. These are my first pair of Loewe's, and the reason why they're my first pair is because I've tried on others before and they don't quite fit my face well. Like, my face is way too round and chubby for a lot of the Loewe glasses, because they had some really cute other ones there as well that I really liked. But of course, I don't want to go crazy with sunglasses. You guys know how much I love glasses on this channel, so I try not to go as crazy. So these, I couldn't leave them behind. They were so good. Regular price, I think it said it was like $520. I was able to get them for $149.99, and it comes with this cute olive green leather padded sunglass cases, and of course case. And I love soft cases like this. Been loving these glasses so much. Fourth, let's talk about tech and home. This item is too big to bring on to this video, so I'm going to post it right here, and it's going to be my Ninja Creamy Swirl. Wow, it sat in the box for like a month before I could chalk up the unlaziness to play with it, and let me say, I have been loving this thing so much. Okay, I've been playing with recipes so far. I made a green tea matcha soft serve. I made an Oreo one twice. I made Oreo twice. I've also made a protein chocolate one, and I've just been trying to play with flavors as much as possible. But I have been enjoying it so much so that I can walk past an ice cream aisle or ice cream store and not even need to get anything, because I'm like, you got ice cream at home. You got ice cream at home. You got soft serve at home. So I have been actually really loving it, and I love the fact that you're able to control what goes into these ice creams, soft serves, whatever. So I'm just blown away that something that could still taste so good and be so much more healthier for you, but really it is. Like, I'm using monk fruit sweetener. I'm using 2% fat milk, like I'm using protein shakes. It is so much better for you, and it really does kill the urge to want to eat ice cream. I would highly recommend this. I did get this for, I think it was $30 to $40 off when I first bought it, because there was some kind of like deal where I bought it at. But if it does go on sale for Black Friday, or it ever does show up at Costco for a little bit less, highly recommend. Highly recommend, you guys. And the second part to this, or the second item to this, is something I just found really randomly. I was telling my husband one day, I was like, maybe I need to check Amazon if toilet seats individually packed is a thing. Because I felt like in the last couple weeks, if I was out and about at a public restroom, there was no toilet seats. You know, the reusable paper ones. So I found this. Enter this. I found this at Miniso. It is a pack of 10 for $4.99, and they are individually wrapped toilet seat covers. They're also disposable, like inside, like it can flush down and everything, and it breaks down just like how you would when you go into a public restroom. So I now carry 2 of these with me, and like everywhere I go, because this has been so great. I don't have to stand there putting strips of paper towel rolls on top of the toilet seat. This has been great and has been a lifesaver. Sorry if I moved. I had to change the batteries. It died. But I did lie on the tech and home thing. I did not have 2. I have 3 items actually. I actually was pleasantly surprised on this item. It is called this Snapply lens. The Instagram ads had got me, okay? So basically this uses the mirror to screen function, and you're able to use this on the back of your phone, and you're able to use this camera to do vlogging. When I have smaller bags and don't feel like carrying like any of my cameras, whether it's the ZV or the DJI, even though I do love the DJI a lot, this I thought, I'm always with my phone, so why not? So in enters the Snapply lens. Of course, the quality of this is not gonna be great, you know, but it does its job where it just follows you along. And I just learned today actually that this plays the music as well. So when it's on a mirror to mirror, like it was playing my Spotify on here, which I thought was interesting. I mean, you know, the quality is not that great at all, but it gets the job done. And I believe I bought this for $75. You could probably get it for a little bit less or equal to what I paid for, because it did come with freebies like a selfie light and stuff that I've never tried yet, or a remote. But I've been really enjoying this. I would actually recommend this, and I was very surprised. Fifth, let's talk about entertainment. You guys have probably seen it on Netflix. A lot of people have. I can't unsee anything like this on my FYP on Instagram or TikTok now, and it is Monster Ed okay? Yes, that was twisted. I've actually never heard of Ed Gein before, so this was my first time hearing about him. I have to say, I was very intrigued throughout this whole series on Netflix, okay? I just never knew someone who's capable of doing these things, and it was weird to me and interesting, because for me to get to understand or see what goes on in people's head like that is interesting to me. So I did really enjoy it. I don't know if you had. It was pretty gory, it was pretty sick, it was pretty weird, but very interesting at the same time. Not saying interesting like, oh, he cut up bodies or whatever. Sorry, spoiler if you haven't seen it. But it's just interesting to kind of witness the personalities that he carried in his schizophrenia, and what he did with these bodies, why he was so interested in doing these things. It was just, for me, I thought it was really interesting, and I can't wait to see other future Monsters series that talks about like all these other serial killers or just killers in general. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I was entertained. A lot of my friends who watched it was like, you actually enjoyed this? And I said yes. Only one other person I know enjoyed it as well, and I guess we're just weird like that. I don't know. We just thought it was interesting just to learn about how other people just are mentally, and I can't wait. And then the second is going to be the Love is Blind season 9. Okay, it's on Netflix as well, and I have not actually finished watching the complete series quite yet, but the reason why I mention it is because it is like a train wreck that you can't look away at. Okay, and I'm not one of these people who have to watch every like Love is Blind thing. Like, I watched it because I seen some memes. I missed like 6, 7, and 8 or something, and I didn't watch the first one, and it was just a train wreck, and I wanted to see what the train wreck was about. And I have to say, wow, a lot of men are very strange nowadays if this is the pool that they had chosen. And it's not just the men, you know. There are choice women in that season, in season 9, that are very interesting as well. Like, I want to say more things, but if you haven't watched it, I don't want to ruin it for you. But if you want to see a train wreck, definitely tune in, watch it, because it is a shit show, okay? And because I like to watch dramatic things, because I don't want dramatic real things in my life, I quite enjoyed it, okay? Like the Asian representation, loved all of it, and I would say check it out because it was quite interesting. Go see it, okay? And then the last thing is going to be the favorite moment of October. And this is going to be a weird one because if you watch my vlogs, you had known that I was put on a contract to go back to my old job to help and support them. I've also mentioned in previous vlogs that I don't just see these people as my coworkers. They literally are like my second family. I love them. Like, it's hard for me to tell them no. So if they do need my help, I am just a call away, you know? So I was contracted for a month to go back and just help them out. And I'm no longer there again. But I do enjoy hanging out with them, spending time with them, working with them. You know, it's literally like learning how to drive manual, like, or riding a bike. You'll never forget how to do these things. And it's not one of those jobs where it's like, ugh, you know, like, ugh. Like, if that was the case, I wouldn't go back, right? So spending time with them this October season was actually really great. These people are the best. So that's probably my favorite moment of this month, because I got to see them again. And I mean, there was really nothing else that stuck out to me this month besides getting to see my work friends again. And yeah, that was kind of it. Hanging out with my old friends is basically what had happened. But guys, that is it for this October recap. It is a short one. There wasn't much things that I had mentioned, but we are now in the Burr months. So November is coming soon. That's like your girl's second favorite holiday, because I love all the holiday food. And then of course winter is coming, December is coming, which is my birthday and Jesus's birthday. So, you know, it's gonna be a fun time. Have fun, guys. I hope you guys have a great November, and then until next time, bye.